volume of Fairy Tail has come out, and we finally get to see the visuals of the cover and what exactly material is going to be covering in this next chapter of Fairy Tail. So I am goddamn excited, and let's get right into it, people, because volume 60, a monumental chapter, is reaching now for Fairy Tail. So as you guys can clearly see on screens down below, we finally get to see volume 60, and there is quite a hefty amount of characters on here. There is quite a few characters with Spriggan, Sabretooth alongside Fairy Tail. A bunch of people are involved in this stuff, and considering that, you know, like a lot of the chapters, with the exception, I'd like to say, of volume 59, that was Natsu and Gray, we've been having quite hectic volumes. There's always like either some crazy background going on or numerous of characters. Like this is one of the ones where I was like, they're just throwing so many characters on screen at this point where it's just like, there you go, look at all the things. And well, we can clearly see on there we have Irene, we have Sting, we have Lakade / Rakid, we have Wendy, Urza, and boy, you can already tell immediately what's going to be focusing on this. I love the fact that immediately one of the mainstay attractions of this volume is that it's Irene. Irene is stealing the fucking cover, like right there, and a lot more. Like I was expecting, like if anything, with the volume cover like kind of dedicated to her, I'm expecting her looking a little bit more like evil or something, but like it's a lot more like a chill, relaxed version. Like she's just lifting up her hands, like kind of like gracefully, if anything. Like I was honestly surprised. Like we see like an entire like volume cover where she's like a lot more intimidating. If people know like volume 57 where she's there, she actually looks a lot more like terrifying, especially even as well like with the 58 and all that, where she's with the rest of the Spriggans. This one, she's like a lot more somber note on there, so I was kind of honestly surprised and all that there was going to be having something like of this note of caliber on. So the chapters that is going to be covered in this is chapter 510 all the way up to chapter 518. The Heart of Natsu, the Hell of Hunger, Sting the White Shadow Dragon, Hanamaru, Dragon Seed, I Am You, You Are Me, The Essence of Enchant, Wendy Belsarian, and Master Enchant. All going up to pretty much covering the material of the Rakid fight alongside with Sting. Same thing as well, concluding the Natsu the Gray fight. There's a couple of things that they obviously still have yet to conclude, like into the stuff like as well. Like they've got Show Me Your Smile and Dragon and Demon. Like they've got some of the stuff and all that they haven't fully like colored yet in there. So technically the full fight isn't going to be concluded, or at least anything with the Irene stuff, until the next volume, until volume 61 on the material. So you got that going on in there as well. Like as you can clearly see and all that, we get to see that Sting's there. Surprised that they're not showing honestly like a very visually like a version like of Sting. Like we're just seeing a plain Sting versus like Lakade, if anything. Like I was honestly really kind of surprised about that, because like with what we get to see, like, you know, Urza's all fucked up, same thing like Wendy, like if anything, like all of the other characters, like apart from like Urza, who's really fucking battle damaged, and Irene, like I would honestly say that they like when you see that, like when your art, especially with art and all that, like a lot of people, like, you know, you learn all that from like art and all that the way how they always draw things is like to try and get you to the center of the volume alongside without looking at too many places at once. That's why it's all kind of like congealed all at one point. But I gotta say, like, honestly, even in the middle, like, the one that catches your attention most is Irene. The rest of the volume, though, like, I just guess it because there's not too much and all that really catches my eye visually. Like, it's only apart from Urza. Like, Lakade is just there, like, praying. Same thing with Sting on there. Wendy, I still like the volume cover, but it definitely isn't my favorite of all of them. And it's definitely feeling pretty weird, the fact that now that we're at the 60 point and all that, that Fairy Tail isn't going to reach into the 70s. Like, that's kind of nuts to think about that. Now with this volume here, we could have potentially 3, maybe even 4 volumes left of the series, depending how long Hiro Mashima wants to keep going, like, with the material. We still haven't got enough material as of this video, like, with the recent chapter now 525 now about to come out as of this recording. So we haven't really got enough to fully cover the rest of the stuff that we still need to show at the moment, but it could depend. Maybe we could have, even after 61 with the material left in there, we could have 2 volumes, we could have perhaps even 3. So if anything, I think like this might be a good sign that Fairy Tail is going to probably end around about volume 64, 63, maybe even push to 65, depending on like how far longer and all that he has in plan to get onto with this art. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, exactly what you thought about this chapter, and I can't wait to see it all that, like, when I have this volume in my hands. Thank you as always for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, all that beautiful shit. I'll see you guys though next time.